Hey everybody, it's Lynnea. Today I'm going to be creating a set of 4 fun rainbow themed birthday cards using some Simon Hurley Create products. I have the Party Hats background stamp and the Cakewalk stamp set, as well as some of his ink pads. So let's get started. I am working today on pieces of watercolor cardstock because I'm going to be using some water techniques with the Simon Hurley Create dye inks. So this Party Hats background stamp is super fun because you can stamp a whole background of party hats, but there are 5 different hats that you can pull apart from the background stamp and stamp individually. So I have lined the 5 of them up in the center of a piece of watercolor cardstock, and I'm going to be doing some heat embossing. So I treated my cardstock panel with some anti-static powder tool, and I'm stamping today in VersaFine Onyx Black ink because this ink stays wet long enough for me to add some clear embossing. So I'm going to repeat this 4 times. I'm going to have all 4 cards stamped with these 5 party hats. And now I did want to show you that all I did was wipe them clean and then they pop right back into that party hats background stamp. No problem at all. I have a couple of sentiments that I'm going to stamp. Both are from the Cakewalk stamp set. I'm using this scripty font of the Happy Birthday, and then I'm also going to use the Happy Birthday print. So I'm going to have 4 cards, 2 of them with that print's birthday, and then 2 of them with the script birthday. Now for my first card here, I am going to be using some Simon Hurley ink pads, and I have some blender brushes, but they are fingertip style blender brushes. So these are going to add the ink on really beautifully, and I'm going to be able to get a nice fade, which is nice. So I started with Prom Queen. Now I'm coming in with Slippery When Wet, and I'm just going to blend over each of these party hats with a different color of ink. And I am going to make sure to bring my blending down to cover the Happy Birthday sentiment as well. Now, as I was blending, I thought how fun it would be to do these party hats in a white heat embossing, and then when I blend over them, have the white heat embossing really standing out. I think that would be really fun. So I'm just going to continue on with my rainbow here. I used Overzealous for my green, working on Clear Skies for my blue now, and then I will finish off with Crown Me as my purple. What's nice about these inks is that you can add them very lightly and have a light ink, but I am going to blend over this and build up the color so that I get nice, vibrant color. Look at that, so fun. Once I'm done, I did this with both of one of the print birthday sentiments and one of the script birthday sentiments. I'm going to take a Tim Holtz Distress Sprayer and just add a little bit of water droplets for a fun effect. Look at that, it's so cool how it ended up. I'm going to repeat that for my second ink blended card. Just use that distress sprayer to spritz on some water droplets, pick it up with my cloth, and I have 2 ink blended birthday cards. Now let's finish up with the last 2 cards. I'm using the same 5 colors of ink: Prom Queen, Slippery When Wet, Overzealous, Clear Skies, and Crown Me. But this time I'm just putting a little bit of ink down onto my work surface, and I'm going to pick that up with a water brush. And I'm going to do 2 different styles of messy watercolor. For this first one, I'm just going to lay down some color, and I'm not bothering with staying in the lines at all. In fact, I'm purposely going outside of the lines for a messy watercolor look. I will go back in after I've added my first layer of watercolor ink and add some messy shadows, I guess you could say, right up the centers of the hats. And then I'm also going to do with the second one with the script Happy Birthday, I'm going to messy watercolor but stay inside the lines. So I have 2 different styles of messy watercoloring here. I thought the backgrounds of these 2 cards looked a little plain, so I'm going to add some black flicks of watercolor to both of these messy watercolored backgrounds. And that's going to finish these off. Really, all 4 of these were so easy to make. I'm going to show you all 4 cards, and I'd love to know which one is your favorite. I really love this one with the messy watercoloring inside of the lines. I think that one's probably my favorite, but I do also love this one outside of the lines. And then the ink blended ones are so fun. This one with that scripty happy birthday, and then this one coming up is probably my second favorite, the ink blending with the happy birthday print underneath. I love how the water droplets turned out on this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys soon. Bye!